What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be checking out Shores Unknown. This is an early access tactical CRPG that came out a couple of weeks ago, but it's been so busy with the Steam festivals and all the other releases that I hadn't had time to circle back and actually take a look at it. So that's what we're doing here today. I'm going to give you my impressions of the game. We're going to play for about 25-30 minutes. See if it's something you wanted to add to your wish list or otherwise pass on. If after watching this you wanted to do that, I'll have a link for you down below in the description so you can check that out along with my Discord and my Twitch stream. Okay, so let's dive straight on in. I assume that since it's an RPG, it's going to be a little bit long-winded at the beginning. It might take us a little while to actually get to the meaty bits, and so the sooner we start that off, the better. Dude, how you gonna stab a dude while he's having a wee, my guy? Oh, good, it was just a dream. It was just a dream. Okay, that's fine. It's just there's some dirty low blows, dude. You can't be doing stuff like that. You're gonna develop a reputation. Did you just kick me in the head awake? Rough neighborhood, man. Morton, wake up already. Alright, well apparently we gotta follow Ren, so that's exactly what we're gonna do. It looks like it's using standard kind of MMO controls right now, except that I don't have to hold down anything to rotate the camera. Let's go take a look. We'll follow her on out of the forest. I actually kind of like the low poly design they've got going on with the art style. When I initially saw the screenshots for this, I thought it was using a really common Unity asset pack, but once I looked at it a little bit closer, this must be the place. Sigvard said in his letter it was just a few rundown huts to the coast. But now that I get a chance to look at it, you can definitely tell that it's not. You guys probably know the one that I'm talking about. There's a Unity asset pack that's like a low poly style that gets used in tons of Steam games. And just I've seen it so many times that for whatever reason I thought this game was using it too. But no, it actually looks a lot cleaner and a lot more detailed. Come on, brother. I don't want to spend another night in the woods. All right. So what are we doing here? Well, what's the point of keeping a journal of yours if you forget everything? Maybe you should try reading it. I'm sure it can give you some clues. In short, Brist, that's our mercenary corps commander, in case you forgot that as well, has asked us to meet with Sigvard here to receive further instructions from him about our is it an important mission? Ring any bells? Yeah, sure, let's go. That sounds great. Can't wait to lie down on a normal bed. Let's go. Two men are standing outside the village, engaged in a heated discussion. Look, they're having a pretty heated discussion there. I wonder what's got them so riled up. Did that say piled up? Okay, maybe it said piled up and I'm just bad at reading. I don't know. What are you suggesting, Reginald? If we don't pay up, they'll kill us all. Silly old fool. If they kill us, they'll stop getting their gold. All they're going to do is try to scare you with some big talk and maybe a couple of punches. We need to take a stand. If we keep paying, nothing's going to change. The gold stays where it is. It's not ours to decide. We need to consult... Hold on, somebody's here. What do you want? Did Bodil send you? What were you talking about just now? It's none of your business. Clear off before my father and I... Reginald, let's not be hasty. Tell me about this gold. You're plainly not one of Bodil's, but this is a private matter nonetheless. Who in the Keeper's name are you then, and why are you so interested in other people's affairs? Calm down. We're just travelers looking for a place to stay. Be on your way then, strangers, and please see that those weapons stay in their sheaths. Fair enough. I thought maybe we get like an early game quest or something, and it would allow us to go forth and defeat brigands and bandits. Can I talk to everybody? Hold on, I can. I thought last year was bad for us fishermen. Yeah, no kidding. Ooh, she's got a name. What is it? Do you need something? Ask away. I can't promise I'll have an answer. I'm looking for a mage. One of Bodil's men? They haven't been here for a week or more. Yeah, we're not with him. You're not? Oh, I saw your weapons and thought, well, who are you? Nobody, just travelers passing through. Anything else? Where can we find an inn? Not here, that's for sure. Oh, there's no inn? Why would we need one? Nobody ever comes here. For Keeper's sake, Sigvard was right. This place is a dump. Nobody asked you to come here. Great, another night under the stars. Alright, well, we're looking for Sigvard, so... Seriously, what kind of village doesn't even have an inn? Don't these people drink? I was dreaming of a flagon, a veil, and a feather bed. Well, let's see if we can find the elders, see if there's a place to stay. Wait, those two outside the gates, they seem like they might know something. Didn't seem like they were in the mood for a chat. Maybe, but I can be charming when I want to be. Maybe there's something we could do around here to earn ourselves a bed for the night. All right, well, let's see it. All right, back to the well. We've even got the sword with the ricasso on it, dude. If you don't know what that is, the ricasso is that little brown area above the hilt that you use for a second hand to move your blade around. Enough of your shit, Hack-On. Hand over the gold. How many times do I have to tell you the catches have been down? We've barely got enough to feed ourselves, never mind sell. Bodil was kind enough to give you an extra week. And this is how you repay him? With lies? What do you mean? He told you, we haven't anything to sell, there is no gold. If that's the way you want to play it, Gron, pick one of the two of them. With pleasure. Haven't seen you around here before, darling. You're going to do nicely. Your friend there doesn't look too happy. Don't worry, mate. You can have her back when I'm done, huh? You put a finger on her, you lose your arm. I'll take my chances. Come here. The thug reaches out to grab Ren's wrist. The next moment, he's staggering backwards. Oh, I didn't have time to read that one. Arrgh! He said in Garfield-like fashion. Sorry, you're not my type. You bitch! You broke my arm! Bad move. We would have been happy to stop at one, but you had to go and push your luck. Wait, they're not with it! Oh, they murdered the old man. That's my bad. That's my bad. I didn't mean to get anybody murdered. All right, brothers, gut the rest, and then we'll string them up as an example. I don't think I'm going to go along with this. I seem to be kind of heavily armed right now. All right. So we have orders. We can do a melee attack. Depending on the current target, different actions become available. Friendly characters can be also targeted for healing and support actions. Okay. So we've got lots of targets around here. I'm probably going to go after one of these dudes first. Engage in combat. When the action phase starts, they will use their abilities on each other. They move in the order shown at the top. All right. That man just got wrecked. Oh, wow, I hit a lot harder than she does. I bet she's got better defense, though, because she's got that shield. Dude, this man cut me. He cut me, bro. The disrespect. Okay. Kind of an interesting combat style. I don't super know what to do with it, but let's just, like, focus fire, shall we? We'll go with a melee attack over there, and then you can cancel and reassign orders. Okay, so we can just back up if we need to. Yeah, just focus fire. I think we need to. They got an advantage in numbers right now, and so I think that, like, the fastest that we can get this done, the better it'll be. There we go. And so we drop that guy right there. Taking a little bit more damage. How many more of these guys are there? That's my question. Like, not in this fight. Obviously, we can see how many there are in this fight. But, like, how big is this gang that we've just decided to join, like, an intifada against? Like, I'm all for, like, rebellion and, like, fight the power and all that kind of gangster stuff. But how bad is this gonna get before it gets better? You know, because it always gets better, but sometimes it kind of get pretty bad before it gets better. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, just keep focusing fire, I guess. We have other abilities. I should probably try those. We'll try them on the last guy. Switchback. We got a new ability. Abilities are learned automatically, and characters will grow stronger as they participate in battles. Unlocked abilities are enabled right away, and they can use by characters when acting or if passive applied automatically. Okay, well, he's now been taken care of. The ragdolls look okay. They're a little bit sluggish, but I think they do all right. The characters do seem a little bit confused as they walk around. A 2-hit combination against a single enemy. Okay, costs 2 AP. I have many APs, so, like, why not use it? Yeah, go ahead and shield bash that guy, too. I want to see what the shield bash does. Does it, like, knock him prone or something? It gives him concussed. Okay. Nice. Well, it looks like we got some stats upgraded right there. I'm going to assume that that's strength. And we've got some items here lying around, too. We've got a longsword, some worn leather armor. Do I have to loot this stuff, or do I, like, automatically get it? I assume that I automatically get it because it didn't seem like there was any type of, like, loot option, so. They killed him. They killed him, and it's my fault. I'm so sorry, Father. Who were those men? Bodil's thugs. They're meant to protect the village, but that's only as long as they get their gold. Once that dried up, they turned into a threat themselves. Alright, well, who's Bodil? He's a thug that lives in a lair nearby. Since the army doesn't come here often, the village needs somebody to protect it from wild animals and whatnot. From what I know, this Bodil came to my father once and offered him a deal. Or blackmailed him, really. He told my father the villagers have to pay a fee for his services or they're going to need protection from his men, too. And is your father the elder? He was, but not anymore. Thanks to me. I shouldn't have returned. I don't suppose this is the end of it? You're damn right. Once Bodil comes looking for his missing men, we're all up for the chop. Unless you have to help us. Okay. We'll help you, but you need to have a plan.
Here's what
Listen, I need to take care of this mess that they've caused first. Come meet me here tomorrow morning. I'll have a plan by then. What if this bandit lord is like swift acting? Like, what if he's like tough acting like Tenactin, dude? What if he's got like a, a John Madden thing going on where he comes at you before the next day? The sun sets down and the daylight gives way to the dusk. Typical. What's Sigvard got us into? And where the hell is he anyways? Well, we can worry about that in the morning. I've had enough for one day, and something tells me this guy has a busy day planned for us tomorrow. What do you make of him? Well, he's clearly not your average bumpkin. You saw the dagger under his shirt, right? Yeah. Do you think Bodil is the reason Sigvard wanted us to come here? I don't know. We'll have to ask him when he gets here. If Bodil and his men don't get here first. I doubt they'll leave us alone just because we're outsiders, and besides, they'll find out what we did to their friends soon enough. What do you make of the new guy? Oh, never mind. I already said that, didn't I? You mean besides backache and grass in my hair? Sure. I was hoping for a feather bed. I wish that human beings in real life had the same healing factor that characters had in RPGs did. When I broke my leg in 3 places, it was like a 6-month ordeal before I could walk on it again. Like, you just imagine, like, you get like a really bad cut or like a gash in the workshop, and then you just go to bed and the next day you're like fully healed all up. You're good to go. Man. You'd be living the dream. Well, that was about as good a night's sleep as I expected. Well, we've had worse. Let's get this job done. Right you are. Let's meet with the fellow from yesterday and see what he has to say. Okay. Just playing around with the mount sensitivity because it's a little bit wispy for me right now. It flies around a little easily. Yeah, let's open up the inventory and take a look at some of this equipment. I don't even know what we have on, but hey, here's our party list right here. We've got Morton. It looks like we can actually have up to 5 guys, so that might be kind of cool. We've got a hammer, and we've got a longsword. Apparently, weapons are appraised by being graded, so they've got kind of like a tier. I guess that the one-handed hammer is a B-class melee weapon and a B-class magical weapon, whereas the sword right here is a C-class. But what does that mean right there? Versatility scaling? Interesting. Okay, so like you get no versatility out of the hammer. I don't know exactly what versatility means. Let's see. It's your it's this game's version of dexterity. Okay. So it's your physical, magical defense, and it affects physical power when using light weapons. We have intelligence, which is how good you are at the mystical art, so magical defense and power. And then we have strength, which is your physical defense and physical power with most weapons. Gotcha. Okay, so for like a fast character, we definitely want to use swords. But for like a stronger, slower character that doesn't have the dexterity, we want to use hammers or whatever. And then these right here are just our physical power. Okay. Or that's the weapon's physical power. Gotcha. Alright, so we've got leather armor over here. Does everybody... Oh, she doesn't even have armor on. Well, there you go. Worn leather armor. Sounds good. Can I get those to... I want to look back at my character preview. I want to see... Did she change appearance when I put that on? She did not change appearance when we put that on. So I guess the characters are just kind of set in what they look like. What does the worn leather armor do for me? Looks like it just gives us the 2 defense. Okay, that's fine. Oh, she has resto magic too. I guess it wasn't activated in that previous combat, but it looks like she has magic, so that's actually going to be really, really helpful. That's good to know. Is she more of a versatility character? It actually looks like she's higher intelligence than anything else. So my guess is that she's probably intended to be a caster, whereas he's much higher strength. Yeah, she's got intelligence and a little bit more versatility. Okay. She's already got a longsword, so I don't see the reason to swap a longsword for a longsword. Like, we've already got that covered. Let's go see if we can find our way back to the front of the village, get our quest done. I am getting a little bit of tearing right now on the actual game itself, and so this would be the time where I would stream on through and make sure in the options menu. And actually, the game has a pretty good suite of options as far as I can tell for, like, the graphical setup. It looks like over here you can either invert the Y-axis, which is actually kind of important to some people. I actually know a guy, a fellow streamer, who plays with his mouse inverted in every game that he plays, and so, you know, there you go. It's one of those niche options, languages that are available. It looks like mostly English for right now, but I assume more translations are forthcoming as it gets further into early access. The game does have VSync, so there you go. That's exactly what I was looking for. People have asked that I open up the options menu and show off some of the stuff that's going on inside of there. And so I'm trying to make an effort to make my operation a little bit better and kind of live up to the standard that was set by people that came before me doing this kind of stuff. You approach the scene of the battle with the bandits. No trace of the previous day's violence remains, and yet an ominous heaviness hangs in the air. The elder's son stands motionless next to a fire. His face is pale, and he clearly hasn't slept. Dude, I get pale as hell when I don't sleep. When I get to like 25, 26 hours awake, dude, I don't know what it is about me and just like my biology, dude, but I look super pallid. Like I look like a ghost almost if I haven't slept in like more than like a day. It gets kind of crazy, so I recognize that. Good morning, travelers. I never introduced myself. Name's Reginald. Can't say it's a pleasure under the circumstances. You got a plan? Here's what we should do. We head to the bandits' hideout. You distract the guards while I sneak up on Bodil. It's a cave in the woods to the east of here. I'll go on ahead and wait for you. Don't make me wait too long. All right. Is it like free roaming? Is there going to be like other stuff for us to do? Because like I'm actually kind of stoked about wandering through this low poly world. Like if they actually populate it with like flowers you can pick and crafts you can undertake and things like that. Oh, the cave is actually just like right down the hill. Never mind. Tread quietly now. The cave's just up ahead. What's our next move? There's only one guard. I'll take him out nice and quiet. Then we go inside and take Bodil and his men by surprise. All right, let's do it. You stay here and I'll take care of this. He waves to you, signaling for you to come over after the deed is done. The rest is on you. Keep the bandits busy, distract them or kill them. When I get the chance, I'll put a dagger in his back. Something's gonna stop this from happening, dude. There's no way that this just goes off without a hitch.
I have a very bad feeling about this.
Careful, Morton. They know this cave and we don't. It's also very, very true. I prefer to fight them about the mouth of the cave. Like we could really just barricade it up and just let them starve if we wanted to. I feel like that's the much better plan. You know, I mean, obviously that means that we're going to have to sit here the whole time. But where the guards at? Boss, we got company. Don't walk right into the center of them all. You got to keep your distance and keep them all on one side.
Well, fancy that.
Who the hell are you? You've got 10 seconds to state your business. Make it good. You notice Reginald is sneaking up behind Bodil. If this is going to work, you got to keep talking. We're here to negotiate. You need to leave the villagers alone. Oh, don't tell me. You're the ones that killed my men? Reginald is just behind him. A few more moments. No, but we know who did and we'll tell you if you agree to stop strong-arming the villagers. You'll tell me anyways, because I've cut a couple of Missy here's fingers, sinks the dagger into Bodil's back, leaving the bandit threat unfinished. He's dead before he hits the floor. The men hesitate, but only for a moment. I mean, at least we got a third guy. I'm really, really surprised that that worked. Every video game that I've ever played, like right when you're about to stab him, like a dragon shows up, and like the whole world rumbles, a cataclysm starts, and then you wake up outside the cave, the whole world's destroyed. I'm just saying, there's kind of a trope and a pattern for stuff like that, and frankly, it actually working was the most unlikely of the things that I thought was going to happen here today. Alright, so are we like surrounded right now? Let's get this guy right here. I'm going to start with him. I need more AP to make this work. I can kick him, which apparently decreases his speed. We'll just use a basic attack on him. Yeah, just everybody focus up, dude. Oh, he's actually not going to go for the guy that I'm... Oh, wow, he hits like a truck. He just hit for 51. Dude, did he just backflip out of the attack? Oh my goodness, something tells me there's more to this game's combat than I thought there was. Like, I'm actually sort of interested in how this is developing. Like, yeah, they look a little bit janky while they're all trying to, like, find their position and, like, rotating around each other, or, like, trying to find their pathing. But at the same time, like, there's enough interesting things happening in the combat when it comes to, like, unlocking new abilities and, like, Fester having a reaction to the attack that went against him and, like, backflipping out of it, that I'm actually sort of interested right now. Like, this shows, like, a bit of care that I had not expected. Smash it. Yeah, go ahead and concuss this dude. It seems like he's going to be a little dodgy if we don't. Oh, he went in for the jumping stabber. I got him with the Achilles. I call that move the Achilles because of Troy. You know, he does that jumping stabby move against that really tall guy. This guy seems to be pretty tough. I'm beginning to think maybe I should have healed my character. Luckily, well, we're kind of outgunned right now. Yeah, I would say go ahead and melee attack him, I suppose. But he's like really, really fast. I guess it's just that flurry ability right there. It hits for so much damage. Okay, so we got rid of the most dangerous combatant. He's closing up with the rogue, which actually, all things considered, is probably really, really good. Is there any way for me to pick up my other guy? Is that possible? It said that she had healing magic, but I don't see it in here. Like, it's not on the list. So, like, maybe I have to slot it somehow? I don't know. Get on in there and help out. 78 damage. Good lord. And it looks like they just kind of closed the gap from any other distance. So really, the game sort of has like a JRPG turn-based combat system, but they've swapped it up to be isometric. Yeah, this is not great. Oh, she evaded. That's probably good. That's probably very helpful. I guess the rest of this really just sort of comes down to how tough this guy is. Pretty tough seems to be the answer. Oh, she got Sunder. Hits a single enemy twice, breaking their defense. Yeah, do that. I gotta use whatever advantages I have here. This fight's actually kind of hairy for like being the second fight in the game. I'm sort of surprised by just how hairy this is. Like, I've got to keep double attacking, otherwise I think he's going to outrun me on damage, unless I dodge or block or something. Yeah, exactly. Now I don't have the AP, though, so apparently I think you generate 2 AP per turn, and if you use, like, a 1 AP attack, you're good to go, and you can kind of, like, store it up. Yeah, it seems to be the case, is that you store it up a little bit. Let's see if we can finish him off with the Sunder here. There we go. The combat is ours, but just barely, by the skin of our teeth. We're not going to get any style for points out here, okay? So he got a stat upgrade, and she got an ability unlock. She got Sunder, which is great. That's going to be another source of DPS for us, which pleases me greatly. Looks like her finesse went up. It looks like her HP went up, and her strength went up. All right, 50 coins, an army issue rapier, and an army issue sword. Okay. Fair enough. I'll probably swap Ren over to the rapier then. I mean, she's got higher intelligence and she's got higher finesse than she has strength. So it seems like giving her items that are good in those stats is probably going to be the path that we want to go down. It's done. Bodil's dead and I still don't feel any better. That's not what this was about. I just thought I'd feel, you know, vindicated. But my father's still dead. What am I supposed to do now? And well, revenge is the easy part. What comes after it, not so much. Maybe you're right. Something to think about on the way back to the village, huh? Yeah, let's get moved. Red! Red! Who's that? Morton, look who I found.
Dear, dear.
So it is you, my dearest darling Ren. I thought I recognized those dulcet tones. What are you doing here? All in good time, Morton. Would you mind letting me out first? All right, out you go.
Much obliged.
Now, would anybody object if we adjourn to somewhere a little bit less fetid? Yeah, I could do with some fresh air. Nice, so we got another guy. A new character joined on in. He's a mage, and you'll be able to put his arcane arts to good use. Nice, in the battles to come, Sigvard's knowledge of magic is going to be of great use. Let's add him to the party. Cool. So I guess he just stays in the reserves until you add him. All right, so let's take Sigvard over here. And on the character editor, do I need to activate her thing? Is that what it is? No, it says it's activated. So I wonder why it wasn't showing up in combat. Maybe there's a tab or something that I missed. Weird. Huh. Well, before I do anything else, we'll give her the rapier, because that kind of plays off of her stats, which are better. And so she's got 27 if you combine those two. She's got 22 if you combine those two. So I assume she's going to do much better now. Sigvard, what do you have? Spell focus. Boost magical power for the next spell cast. Okay. And then he's got attack 1. What does he do? He's got versatility and intelligence. Oh, maybe he's supposed to have the rapier. For now, I'm just going to give him the sword. Doesn't seem like he's altogether that good with it. Oh, he can dual wield? I had no idea that dual wielding was even an option. Okay. We don't have any extra armors, and we don't have any extra accessories, so he's just going to have to take what he gets. Let's take a look at the world map. How big is the world looking right now? Oh, wow. Okay, so they got like a little map in there, and it looks like, because of the early access, it looks like you can go further to the left, and it looks like you can go further to the right. So I'm assuming more map is probably planned in here. All right, well, is there any loot or anything laying around? Looks like I can loot this guy right here. Oh, yeah, he's got a great axe. There you go. And studded leather armor. Hell yeah. Some fish as well. All right. Yeah, I'll take it all. Is there any other loot around here? Looks like there's a little watery path back there. The sword has seen many battles. The wood on this shield gave way to rot, and it is now useless. All right. Ooh, there we go. 300 coins, a wooden staff, which apparently gives magical boosts, so that's good. Okay, so we'll take that right there. I am going to, let's jump on in here, and I am going to give the great axe, I think. So with your great sword, how great is your great sword? It's got a B and a D, or we can go for a straight A right there. I think we should go for the straight A. I'm looking forward to, like, cleaving. We'll get the studded armor right here, which is better than what he's had. I do wish that the graphics kind of changed. Like, I get going for, like, set characters, just for, like, the characterization of the game and, like, the art direction. Like, you want to have identifiable characters that look the same, like, the entire way through. It's kind of like the JRPG mantra. But for whatever reason for me, I always like it when, you know, even if you do it like The Witcher does. So with the older Witcher games, not the newer ones, but the old Witcher games, when you equipped new armor, it didn't necessarily change the way Geralt looked altogether that much. But like when you put him in studded armor, like it added little studs to his armor effectively. But he still more or less looked the same, you know what I mean? The newer ones, they do a complete remodel every time you put something new on. But in the older Witchers, they didn't. Or I guess the first Witcher, to be more specific. I've got a wooden shield right here. I should probably give the staff to the wizard. It would seem to me that if we're being fully tropey right now, that the wizard should have a staff. Sounds good. I mean, it looks like it gives him a buff anyways. And that means we'll have an extra armor laying around. And then, that means with her... Is the shield we found better or worse? So it's actually sort of interesting. Like, I'm curious if making her dual wield is the way to go, because she's losing versatility from having a shield on, but she was getting a lot of blocks. That's the thing. And so, I don't know, maybe her dodge will make up for it. My name is Splattercat. We're kind of out of time for the day, but I am curious about this game. It's called Shores Unknown. I hope you guys enjoyed your stay here. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. Today up on the chopping block with Shores Unknown. Tomorrow it will very likely be something else. I will see you all later. Thank you for hanging out, and that's all I got for you. Bye-bye.